Mark Rogers TV's College Football Predictions Week 12. All right. I will remind everyone out there, especially for those who have never seen my YouTube channel and all the college football content and the predictions on Saturday mornings, is that I'm not a professional handicapper. I probably don't even spend as much time as you do looking at the point spreads throughout the week and trying to figure out how to beat Vegas. So do not take these predictions to the bank. That said, I have to state that I've been picking college football games since 1982, and I will hit over 80% straight up, money line 80% plus this season at 173 and 45. Those are all the top 25 games. Plus, I will select a game here and there that outside the top 25 that I think is relevant to the national situation. And I will remind you that I'm hitting 125 and 82. Do the math. It's about 59% against the spread. But I'm not a professional. Do not take my picks to the bank. They are for entertainment purposes only. So don't blame me for mispredictions. You can definitely make fun of me, but don't blame me for mispredictions. I just run through the games, and I just knock them off as I go. 125 and 82 against the spread. In a lifetime, picking college football games for a long, long time, as I stated, you can count on 55% to 60% against the spread. The confidence picks have not done well this year at 20 and 18 against the spread. They're still going to break even, but 20 and 18 against the spread with the confidence picks that are typically pushing 70%. All right, Bama and Mercer. Actually found a line on this game, a few lines. I'll take the 50 points with Mercer. So that is an official pick. I would never touch that game. Bama, Mercer, 50 points, Mercer. Miami, Virginia. In Miami, the Cavaliers come in at 6-4. Miami's going to win this game, of course. Virginia take the 19.5 points. I'm not real confident either way in this play. Virginia plus the 19.5. Wisconsin, Michigan. Line opened at 10 early this week. People jumped on it. Michigan's down to a 7-point underdog. I still like Michigan plus the points. Wisconsin wins at home. Auburn, Louisiana Monroe. We see what Auburn typically does against the FCS opponents out of conference. Not too well. A la Mercer, 24-10. Take Louisiana Monroe plus 37.5 points as Auburn gets ready for the Iron Bowl. Auburn does win the game. TCU, Texas Tech, Kenny Hill out of the game. That could be a good thing for TCU. Sean Robinson comes in as his replacement, one of the top 5 dual-threat quarterbacks coming out of high school, but still very raw, of course. TCU wins in Lubbock, but the Red Raiders playing much better defensively this season, take 6.5 points. Central Florida, Temple went back and forth on this one. Central Florida on the road in Philadelphia. Temple playing extremely well. This sounds like, this just screams upset right here with Central Florida going undefeated at this point. 12.5 points. I'm saying that Temple's going to keep it awfully close, but this is going to be a backdoor cover for the Knights. Central Florida minus 12.5 against Temple. Mississippi State coming off an emotional effort at home where they just exhausted themselves, put it all on the line, almost took down Alabama. They go to Arkansas. They are the much better football team. Arkansas is a bit of a mess, but they keep it close enough. Mississippi State wins. Arkansas plus 14 points. Memphis at home against SMU. Boy, this screams upset as well, but I go Memphis. Take SMU plus 11.5 points. Northwestern Minnesota, the Golden Gophers scored 54 against Nebraska last week. That is a complete aberration. This is going to be a mid-level Big Ten struggle. Northwestern wins at home. They are the better team. Minnesota plus the 7 points in a fairly low-scoring game. West Virginia, Texas. This one intrigues me, but Texas just can't score enough points to keep up with the Mountaineers. West Virginia is only a 3-point favorite at home. That tells you how much Vegas has put stock in Texas's brand name, but also the performance on the field, despite just a 5-5 record. Their performance against quality competition. This would not shock me in any way, shape, or form if West Virginia lost this game. But Will Grier throwing the ball all over the field over Texas. I will take West Virginia just because they can score at any time, minus the 3 over Texas. Clemson Citadel, it's there. It's on the sheet. Citadel plus 49. Clemson marches on to the South Carolina game, then the ACC championship game. Oklahoma covers 38 against Kansas. Georgia, Kentucky. At first glance, I thought Kentucky with the points, but Georgia will score late and dominate the fourth quarter and run away late, a la what Mississippi State did against Kentucky. Close game at half. Bulldogs, the much better team, and these Bulldogs, the much, much better team. Kentucky having a nice season at 7-3, but Georgia wins and covers 21.5. Notre Dame, Navy. Yes, the Irish bounce back in the win column, but not totally. Navy takes a page from Miami's playbook in terms of just stacking up against the run. Take the 18 points with the midshipmen. Notre Dame wins the game. Ohio State, Illinois, the Buckeyes getting ready for the team up north. Illinois plus 41 against Ohio State. Buckeyes win easily. Oklahoma State, Kansas State. Do we have a line on this game? I don't see it. Forgot to write that one down. Oklahoma State's going to win this game. Let's see. They're at home against Kansas State. Kansas State struggling in the passing game, but playing the better teams in the Big 12. Close, a la losing on the last play of the game to Oklahoma on the road. Oklahoma State is going to win this game, but Kansas State's going to keep it close. If that thing's anything under 10, I would take the Wildcats in that one. All right, Penn State, Nebraska. Nebraska plus 26.5 in Happy Valley. Nittany Lions win comfortably. All right, Michigan State, Maryland. This could be an upset right here. I will take Michigan State. They're at home. If it was in College Park, I'd probably pull the trigger. But Maryland plus 15.5 points, take it. All right, LSU, Tennessee. The Tigers don't score enough typically. Where I see this 16 points. Last week, I get tricked into taking Arkansas with 18 points against LSU, and it was right there for the taking the entire game, where LSU was just slopping around with like a 19-10 lead in the fourth quarter, but they scored late to cover. Same thing here at Tennessee, just too much wearing down of the Vols on defense throughout the game. LSU will cover late, minus 16 at Tennessee. Oregon, Arizona. Wildcats having the much better season, but the Ducks are favored at home. It looks like Justin Herbert's going to be back for this game at quarterback for the Ducks. Take Oregon to win, but this one is going to be razor close. Arizona's getting 3. Take it. Arizona plus 3 at Oregon. Wake Forest, NC State. Wake is a slight underdog at home. I thought this was going to be a bigger point spread, so I will look at the schedule first and then make the selection so I'm not swayed by the point spreads. Then I will go to the point spreads and match up my scores against the lines. So I thought I was going to jump in on something good here, but Wake's only a 2-point favorite. Take Wake at home to win the game. Take the 2 points as well. USC, UCLA, rivalry games, usually take the points. Rivalry games, it's a myth that they're always close. Of course, they're not always close. USC is much better than UCLA. They trashed them last year. They will do the same at the Coliseum this year. USC minus 15.5 against UCLA. Bruins just can't stop the run, and that against Ronald Jones and company, Stephen Carr, is going to be difficult. Stanford, Cal. Here is where I do like the underdog. Stanford is coming off an impressive performance against Washington. Take the Cardinal, of course. They are a much more technically sound, fundamentally sound, stronger football team. Cal with the 15 points here there. I like it with the Golden Bears in the latest version of, what is it? The game? The big game? I think it's the big game. Washington, Utah, final play here. Huskies win at home against Utah. The Utes have really taken a tumble this season, lost to the likes of Oregon by 21 points. Utah playing a little bit better in recent weeks. I will take the 18 points as Washington slugs it out against the Utes. Utah having some pride under Kyle Whittingham, going up there, giving it a fight, but Washington wins the game. Utah plus the 18. Again, 125 and 89 against the spread, 173 and 45 overall. Do the math yourself. I will bring at some point, probably in the offseason, I will run the numbers for the entire career, throw them up on the big screen, and let you know where the picks stand all time. All right. I appreciate you joining me here on Mark Rogers TV. Our subscribers are way up here in the last year. We're up to about 3,100. So I thank you for enjoying all the college football content. Please make your suggestions on what we need to cover in the future. Maybe some teams that are being undervalued or undercovered. I obviously go with the contributors, and if I'm able to pull in some prime quality contributors for certain teams, I'm going to go that route. Of course, I cover the big games first and foremost, but I'm trying to cover all of college football as much as I possibly can as one guy. So I appreciate the support. A lot of people out there making some encouraging statements. I enjoy that. Hey, challenge me. I don't mind that. Definitely challenge my picks, challenge my analysis, and we will discuss and debate college football. Tell your friends that this is the place to really consume some hardcore college football content and discuss and debate, but still have a good time. And hopefully we provide a laugh or two once in a while as well. Right here on Mark Rogers TV.